In the book of Genesis we read that in the beginning the earth was without form and void. Where there had once been a thriving civilization, it had been obliterated out of existence. Signs of earlier life would be found thousands of years later. Batteries, aircraft, microwaves, artifacts indicating extreme intelligent life had once existed, before ours and dated well before the flood of Noah. So much so, our own modern technologically advanced world could not even begin to explain how a civilization before ours could have been so much more advanced than our own. Religion tried to squelch inquiries, as if such truth-seeking was not of God, or even necessary. They did not have the answers, or they were keeping the past as secrets of their own. There was indeed a thriving technologically advanced civilization on Earth previously, and that because of their rebellion against the Most High God their civilizations were obliterated out of existence, causing the complete destruction of the Earth. This civilization on Earth contained the ancient cities of Atlantis and Lemuria, and had intergalactic trade with other planets such as Mars, Venus, and the others within our solar system. When Lucifer rebelled against God, as the reigning cherub over all these planets, he instigated a multi-planet rebellion, bringing the Lord's wrath of hailstones and fire against all the planets involved. Entire angelic civilizations were destroyed, and many of these angels involved that did not face his immediate judgment of imprisonment were forced into the hollow areas of their respective planets to survive. The Bible speaks of Lucifer's rebellion in Isaiah 14 chapters 12 to 14 stating, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High." In Ezekiel 28 it says, "You were the anointed cherub that covers, and I had put you in the holy height of God." Lucifer was not happy just being a high-ranking cherub with rule over several planets. He wanted to be like the Most High God. And you will find the prehistoric civilization on this earth within his realm of dominion and rebellion. Most of us are led to believe that Lucifer's rebellion was a quick event that was quickly put down by the Most High God, but it did not happen that way. During the early prehistoric civilization it was a time of angelic attempt to create men and animals. The evolutionists were not completely wrong. These things did exist at one time, a concept the church refuses to even acknowledge. But where everyone has gone wrong is in who created what. Lucifer's rebellion was when he recruited 1/3 of the angels to attempt to be gods, with him as the leader, or Most High. In doing this they were trying to create perhaps themselves. The angels we know are spirits, but they are humanoid, human-looking, and they do have bodies. Not all of them are pure ethereal spirits. But they could never get it right. If you look at Neanderthal, the Cro-Magnon, and the other types of what we refer to as cavemen or ape men, they could never accomplish what the Most High would with mankind. And that is why the evolutionists cannot find the missing link. The link between the ape-looking creatures of prehistoric times and the humans we have today. Because they were not related nor created by the same hand of God. They also attempted to create their own animals, and that is where we got the dinosaurs and other odd creatures we see in mythology and folklore. The skulls and bones of prehistoric men and animals have been found from this ancient time, when Lucifer and his followers, the angels who followed him, were trying to create their own world. We don't know what types of animals they had here to begin with, nor do we know exactly what types are in heaven now, but there were animals of some kind, and it was these the angels crossbred into the mythological creatures we have heard about, such as the mermaid, unicorn, dinosaurs, etc. Atlantis and Lemuria were cities on Earth where these angels dwelled and developed technology that far surpassed anything we have ever had or seen. And they were not confined to Earth. They could travel to distant planets and visit, trade, and cohabit with the angels who lived on them. In fact, the New World Order is nothing but this ancient planetary Old World Order revived for the last days. Planetary trade and economics was Lucifer's dominion, and he ruled from a distant planet called Rahab. Lucifer had a mansion, or dwelling place on all these planets including Earth, but his home planet was Rahab, located between Mars and Jupiter, and it was completely destroyed and cast out of our solar system with its inhabitants imprisoned inside of it. It is returning to Earth in these last days, and is known more commonly as Nibiru or Planet X, where those imprisoned will be released and allowed to come to Earth, to help Lucifer subdue and conquer it when the Lord judged and destroyed Rahab. He allowed Lucifer and some of his forces to escape. The DNA imprint of humans is 11, 22, 33, and the angels couldn't duplicate it. It represents the 11 ribs, 22 bones in the skull, and the 33 vertebrae of mankind. To this day these are the most significant numbers for any occult group in existence. They could not figure it out then, and to this day they cannot master and duplicate Yahweh's creation of man and woman. After the Most High had had enough of their rebellion, and having given them plenty of time to repent for doing so, he utterly destroyed their homes and civilizations. The planets were all destroyed with hailstones of fire, and those who rebelled cast into imprisonment, or forced to make homes in the inside hollow cavities of their respective planets, to live in. As part of their judgment they lost their angelic looks and appearance, and became ugly, grotesque-looking beings. When God recreated the earth many, perhaps thousands of years later, Lucifer and his minions watched, and they conspired to destroy the creation of man and woman that God had placed in the Garden of Eden. Since the recreation of earth and the creation of Adam and Eve, Lucifer has worked behind the scenes, directly and indirectly conspiring and working to destroy the Most High's plans. And since Lucifer's initial rebellion, the Lord has allowed it, and used Lucifer for his own purposes through it all. Isaiah 45 chapter 7 we read, I form the light, and create darkness, I make peace, and create evil, I the Lord do all these things. Lucifer has been, and always will be, inferior to God. A created being can never be greater than the Creator. Yet he has been working for the past several thousand years for the prophesied time, when he will be allowed to come to earth and rule for 42 months. Lucifer is serving God's plans to test mankind. Will mankind serve and follow the Most High, or choose to follow the lies and deceptions of Lucifer? During prehistoric times, Lucifer deceived 1/3 of the angels as a high-ranking cherub to rebel against the lordship of the Most High, and it led to their judgment and destruction.